Sup guys, I hope you've been enjoying my dream vlogs because I have another one for you. Now this one's pretty weird, so bear with me. I can tell you in all the details that I remember of that dream. So, in the dream, in this one, obviously I was trying to investigate something. And obviously there was a supernatural aspect with it. So, in this particular dream, myself and a friend of mine, a colleague, which is kind of funny because this colleague looked exactly like there was a show called Alphas. And I'm not going to get too into what the show was about, but if you go on YouTube and search up Alphas, Sci-Fi Alpha, I think it was in 2010, around 2010, 2011, you're gonna see it. It's a sci-fi show about people with extraordinary abilities, and they use it to solve cases and find others who are also alphas. It's a good show, but it went away. Just check it out. It'll give you more in depth. I'm not gonna summarize too much into it. And the character from Alpha, his name is Gary, who has the ability to see signals. I don't know the actual word, but he can see frequencies and signals, hack into anything with just by using his mind and so forth. Well, the difference between the Gary in my dream and the Gary in the show was that Gary in my dream was not of the autism spectrum. He was normal. For whatever reason, he was normal. So he was with me, and we were going to some, like, not a warehouse, but like a hangar, like an aircraft hangar where, like, they would park, cars, they would park, boats, planes, you name it. We were going there. As we were going there to, like, a pier that held that hangar, we were going on a spiral road, like a twisted road. And the way that it was like, like, oh my God, it was like around, like a spiral down and around. It was going downward instead of like the normal, like, kind of like how the roller coasters are or like the cliffs are for the roads. It was going around and around and around. It was doing that, and it was weird. So we get there. So we get to the hangar and we're looking for something. Obviously, we're trying to find whatever it is we're trying to find. And as we're trying to find it, we end up being spotted. We ended up being like caught, but not by the people we're trying to elude, not by that, but by someone in the dream who, I guess, we were in a relationship. We broke up because I found out what they were doing and what they were, and I guess I didn't really take it very well. So this person looked a lot like the character Derek Hale from Teen Wolf, and he found myself and Gary, and Gary and I were basically, huddled together, like, close together, because we didn't know what was going to go on. We didn't know what was going to happen. And I'm going to call him Derek because he looked a lot like Derek Hale. Derek was pretty much upset. Not with me, but more like what happened to us. Because again, we were like in a relationship and we broke up. What he was doing exactly, I can't remember. Obviously, he didn't agree with me. But he just so happened to be a werewolf. So he's like basically upset, in tears, trying to hold back all the emotions, saying that it wasn't supposed to be like that. I know this was a lame excuse, but I did it to protect you. I didn't want you to know. I was trying to keep it from you, blah, blah, blah. And then I guess like those emotions were too much. Him trying to explain himself was just too much. That he winds up going onto his knees. And as he's on the knees, like trying to keep his composure, but he's like breaking down left and right, he then starts to punch the ground, the cement of the ground. Like I don't know. He starts punching the ground, and as he's like punching the ground, he goes, "You were everything to me." You know, blah blah blah, and like starts like breaking out. Like every punch is like breaks it, and more of the concrete itself goes flying and everything. And then me seeing that how much it upset him, like of course feeling bad of the way I acted, yet understanding but yet still not happy that happened the way it did. I then turned to Gary, like, hey, you go, I'll take care of this, you go and find what we need to find. You know, he goes off, and then I go up to Derek, and I guess I just hug him, you know, while he's still breaking down because, I don't know, because that's what I did. But yeah, a weird dream. I don't know where that dream came from. And that's my dog. And that's what happened. So another weird, funky dream on my books. I don't know where that came from. I seriously don't know. Funny thing is, I ended up using that dream for a psychology report for psychology, and we had to analyze dreams, and that was one of them. And I think I made a PowerPoint of it. I don't know, but I ended up using that dream for a school assignment, and I got an A. Go figure.